intent, what?
What's going on, everybody? This is the Ill Intent Podcast. It's your boy, Scott Paul.
Steve shot it.
And we have a special guest in
I'm
the building
in the building
today. Yes, sir.
Jay
Introduce
from
yourself.
Clarity, I'm in the building, man. Finally, I made it.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you guys, man.
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
Absolutely. We're actually hoping to get him in last week. It was the last Sunday of Black History Month. You know, I feel like Black excellence, you know what I'm saying? You kind of embody that, man. So it's really dope to have you on the show today, bro. And you know,
definitely.
yeah, so you know, let's just get right into it, man. So Clarity is the brand. Give a little backstory on Clarity, like what exactly it is and why you got it started.
No, definitely. So, my name is Jay. I'm the CEO of Clarity. So basically, in 2019, we founded Clarity. When Nipsey Hussle passed away, it was just like I said, I was so like hurt over his death. Like I said, I followed his music and I loved everything he preached about, what he was about. So I was like, you know what? And I'm not gonna lie, like I probably took a couple of days off work. I'm like, probably my close friends know about this. So it was like, I was just so hurt about his death. So I was like, you know what? I got to do something to keep the marathon going. So it probably took me a couple months to basically, all right, you know what? I want to do this. So I started with the apparel brand, basically, like, you know what? I want to do the branding, get the word out of Clarity, what it's about. Then I know Nipsey was big on giving back to the community and just inspiring other people in the community. So that's how it actually came about, and it's been doing great ever since. And like I said, the whole community's behind me, people's behind me. So it's definitely great. And like I said, every interview I do, I definitely want to like put emphasis on Nipsey Hussle did inspire the movement. Let them know, like I said, it is part of the marathon to keep the marathon going.
I've seen you.
Continues.
I've seen you like always, you know, shout out Nipsey. Always shouting out the marathon continues, and I knew that was, I know that was part of the motivation. I didn't know that like kind of inspired the brand, but it makes sense. It's very in line. You know what I'm saying with that. That's dope.
No, definitely.
That's dope.
Yeah, and it is a vital part that I did leave out is that, like I said, I was like, I know I probably missed 2 days of work. I was in the house, like I said, I was probably drinking, just like out the zone.
Wow.
I was listening to all his music, then the song Clarity with him, Bino, and Dave East. That
there it is.
That song right there. And that's that everything right there. Clarity right there. Yeah. Like every time I hear Clarity, it just be like it'd be different things. Like I was watching one of his documentaries the other day, then Clarity came on. I'm like, oh yeah, but it's like
that's fire.
Nipsey's my God, man.
Awesome. Wow.
So long live Nip.
Yeah,
that's dope.
Nah, for sure.
That's
definitely.
a dope origin. So tell me some of the things that you guys, that you do for the community. I know you said that's one of the emphasis.
Yeah. So like I said, Clarity Foundation. Like I said, we do got the apparel. So all like 100% of the apparel funds go back into the community. Like I said, we do book bag drives, do things for Halloween.
First of all. I need y'all to hear that.
Word.
Yeah,
that needs emphasis, man. That's fire, bro.
And we saying 100, we saying 100%, but it's more like 110 because, like I said, even like because I'm a big fan of giving back. So even like a portion of my salary, because like I said, I do have like a regular job. So even my salary, some of my salary go back to the community as well, because I know it'll come back forth as well. So like so like I said, the apparel portion is doing real good right now in the community. So like 100%. Of the funds from the apparel go back to the community. We got Clarity Sports that's doing real well right now, and the Clarity Sports is just basically high school student athletes, just teaching them about financial literacy, right? So like life after basketball. So sometimes like that ball, one time, like I said, sports is gonna stop. Like I said, you get old, an injury probably can happen. So like I said, you got to know about like just like life after basketball, life after sports, period. So that's actually pretty taken off as well. Clarity Sports as well.
That's when I saw that you did that in the mission behind that, I think that's sports is so good because it teaches, like, you know, I played a lot of sports growing up and stuff, and it teaches, you know, a lot of values, and obviously there's if you can make it to the pro is great, but you have so many people who it's like they spend middle school, high school, you know, college, you know, if they're lucky, like grinding for this thing, and then when it's over, they don't know what to do. You know what I mean? So being able to kind of set them up, kind of, you know, showing them the whole game, like, is dope. Like the fact that, you know, Nipsey is somebody that, you know, you really look to, that you aspire to be like, you know what I'm saying, kind of emulate. Who are some of your other like I don't even want to say idols, but yeah, I guess, yeah, who are some other people that you look up to? Because I feel like it's always
Inspirations.
Yeah.
No, definitely. So I would say Jay-Z for sure. Like I said, that was definitely my role model growing up. Like I said, since elementary school.
Yeah.
Like a little story I had before was that, and like I said, my close friends would know this probably as well, that I had like a cassette tape I brought to school, Jay-Z, and that's when
A cassette tape.
Word.
And I think like AZ lyrics probably like been around this time, but it was like I used to write Jay-Z lyrics. I used to write Jay-Z lyrics down on the sheet of paper just to get everything
It's really
down.
framing the time.
For sure.
Wow.
And it's like I brought the cassette tape to school one time. So me and my friend was arguing about the cassette tape. The teacher took it away from both of us. Like, ain't none of y'all had this. And she took it, and I never got it back. But like, yeah, it was like I think it was the Hard Knock Life. I am still Jay-Z. Yep. So yeah, so
Wow.
Jay-Z, I would say definitely Jay-Z. And like I said, he been splashing the news all week. But that's the main reason.
Yeah, we definitely got to talk about Jay-Z.
And I would say a Rose as well too. Ross, like I said, he practiced.
Oh, yeah.
Rose.
Give it back.
Shout out Ross.
He practiced what he preached.
Yeah.
Like I said, he just real, man. Ross a real one for sure.
And he posts you. So yeah, give a little backstory to that situation, how that happened.
Oh yeah, so with the Ross situation is that I know it was a week that I wanted to just like nominate a lot of people to do good things for the community. I know a friend reached out to me and said, you know what, I want to get some merch over to Ross for you. So I'm like, you know what, I got a couple hoodies for him, and also what I'm doing, since I'm recognizing people in the community that do good things for the community, I know Ross is actually on the bigger plateau, and he always do things for the community as well. So I was able to give him a plaque as well, just to honor his community service work. Like I said, Scott here as well. I know Scott do
appreciate you.
a lot of good things in the community as well.
Yeah, man.
So he definitely was awarded a plaque as well. But yeah, so in Ross, I think he definitely felt appreciated the plaque because he posted the plaque. Like, you know what,
that's
really
awesome.
mean. Because like I said, a lot of people send him just merch.
Right.
It's like, you know what, also sending you merch, but like we appreciate your community service as well, because you do a lot for the community too. So that was real big as well.
Yeah, that was a crazy look.
Yeah.
Shout out Ross, man.
Yeah.
Shout out Bamboo, shout out Rose,
Yeah, we got
shout out Wingstop.
Yeah, all that, man.
sure.
It's
This shit tastes good. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna give you my 100% honest opinion on this shit. First initial reaction, this tastes like vanilla Coke, and that's smooth as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So like, this shit smooth as fuck.
Nah, definitely.
So yeah, shout out Ross.
That's a fact. That's we had to pour up before before the podcast.
And we're gonna be pouring up the rose in a
definitely.
little bit.
You know
what I'm saying?
Sure.
More intent, more clarity.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Cheers
more
to
life.
that.
Cheers.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
Cheers to that. Yeah. Now,
And on that note, it's
pleasantly
empty.
surprised. Word. Nah, I saw Lil Wayne talking about it on his his podcast. But I couldn't find it in liquor store. So.
Like I
Yeah,
said.
tell him about the hunt for it. Tell him about the
like
hunt.
I said, 'cause like, I said this morning, I'm like, you know what, I gotta bring something to the studio, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I probably drove to like 7 liquor stores looking for it, man. 7 liquor stores. I'm like, oh, it was one liquor store had. I'm like, don't worry about it.
Wow.
I need this right
I
here.
kept getting update texts, bro. It was just like waiting outside for them to open. First one didn't have it. Going to the second, they didn't have it neither. Like,
Bro, you know what? Like
Yeah.
that's why like, it's important for us to like showcase it. That's why it's important for us to purchase it. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
It's important for us to show them that love, because it's not gonna be in the liquor stores until we do.
Exactly.
yeah, no,
sure.
absolutely. And that's the thing that I'm upset about, right? Because like after this, I want to go home and go to the liquor store and get a bottle of it, sip on it tonight. Bro, I don't know where I live if they're gonna have that.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
Yeah.
call up your local
But
liquor
yeah, call
stores.
it word.
Tell them to get that Bumbu.
Bamboo.
Bumbu?
Bumbu.
Bumbu.
First, we're gonna
Yeah.
find out how to say it.
Word. I already learned how to drink it though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Well, we
Bumbu,
got
yeah.
that down pat, man.
Word.
Definitely.
But nah, dope, man, dope. It's so for people that don't know, we went to William Patterson. Yeah, that's where we actually met.
No, definitely.
Good old Willie P. And being able to, kind of get reacquainted, over the really just this past year.
Yeah, for sure.
It's been such a crazy year, but I don't know, when people are doing, when people are aligning their vision, they just naturally kind of come together. So
No,
it's been
for
dope,
sure.
bro.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
been dope, man. Anything else? Anything else you got going on, brother?
Yeah, I know I ain't really like practice. Well, I just like put it out a lot, but I know I like been hashtagging a lot, because like that's what I do basically. Like, so when I do like make a big announcement, I just want to get like the the crowd and the audience prepped up for it. But I definitely, I know my sister. She been like, she was from the start. She was like, you know what, you should do something on mental clarity because mental health is a real big
yeah,
deal.
That's dope.
So like, we want to touch in that world like real soon.
That's awesome.
That mental clarity space, man, for sure.
I feel like that's something that still isn't touched on enough.
And
like
it's not.
Like it's such a taboo behind it that it's almost like people are afraid to even talk about it, let alone make a difference. You know what I mean?
I think more people is opening up to it now, but like you said, some people still not like.
Well, I'll
even
I was gonna say I'll even talk from my own personal experience. Like I have my own fair share of mental situations. You know what I'm saying? And there was a time where I was involved in this program because when I was in high school, I had got sent to it where they're just like, hey, you go complete this program, we'll let you come back to the school. And when I was at that program, even my own dad was just like, what's mental illness? You know what I mean? And now I'm very thankful he has grown to understand it because of that program. But like, there's still plenty of people that are just like, everyone's depressed. You know what I mean? Or like everyone's got anxiety. It's like, but there's so much different. Yeah, exactly.
Well, they don't get it.
And luckily through the program, he actually learned like, oh, this is legitimately something that my son deals with and like has. But bro, like, because it also is the environment that you're raised in, an old school mentality of dealing with it. You know what I mean? And like, there are just healthy ways to deal with it rather than brush it off and just be a man. You know what I mean?
And you hit it right on the nose right there. Because like you said, that old school mentality, people like, man, you better get out of here, man. What you mean? Like, yo, I mean, you just crazy. But like, it's really real though, man. Like, you see like Kanye West, like, I know
that's
Pusha
a real thing.
And Pusha was just talking about the other day. He was like, I didn't know mental health until.
Wow.
Because Kanye, his man, is like,
well, that's it. A lot of people
don't.
A lot of people don't learn it or understand it until someone in their personal life is affected by it.
Yeah.
But even then, when people in their personal life are affected by it, they still will find ways to deny that it is what it is.
Well, yeah, and then, for one, just like the people who don't, like, they don't really understand it until somebody, somebody that they know, experiences it. But people still judge so harshly, and that's a central issue to a lot of things that we talk about. Is that people judge so harshly on things that they can't understand because they don't experience it, they're not around it. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's nice that now it's not as taboo. Right. These conversations, like even versus 10 years ago, like these conversations are something that like people want to have. Right. Because the people that are going through it and that that work in that field, they have more of a platform now. But it's really important work, and there's a lot of people who don't even understand what they're going through. Right. You know what I'm saying? There's the people who want help for what they're going through, but then there's the people who don't even really get what they're going through. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of awareness is dope. Like that's something we should we should talk about.
Definitely.
Yeah, I was gonna say if there's any way that I could like personally be involved in that, that's something I feel very strongly about for
definitely.
Sure.
That's
fine. So we're definitely gonna tap in for sure.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah. There's so much good work that can be done. It just needs people who want to make it happen. You know what I mean? It's just about getting them together.
Definitely right about that.
Yeah. So dope. Mental clarity.
Yeah, man.
That's just right. That just makes sense.
That's perfect.
First on live intent, man.
Oh yeah.
Breaking news. Yeah, we're gonna definitely tap into that. Though, man. Like I said, that's what I've been focusing on.
Word.
Like I said, the past couple weeks, we're gonna big announcements coming soon for sure, though, man.
Word.
Like I said, we're gonna definitely tap in.
2021, man.
Down a little bit, Scott.
Oh, put it down.
Yeah.
Word.
Just a little bit.
It's been a month since we did this.
Word. Yeah, we gotta.
So my etiquette is all off, man. Excuse us. Well, yeah, as I say, it's been a month, man. So let's talk some music
recap.
News.
Yeah, we got a lot to recap. A lot to recap. First, fresh on Steve's mind. Welcome home, Bobby. Bobby's out. You know what I'm saying? That was a very big deal for me. I mean, that was a very big deal for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? But you don't got me on Snapchat, bro. When I was working over the summer landscaping and shit, I had a daily how many days till Bobby gets out. Like countdown on my Snapchat story, like 233 days till Bobby's out.
Bobby,
and then homie got out like 10 months early, bro. I was hyped. I was so fucking hyped, bro. I was like, I don't know. Because like, here's part of it. One, I was just a big fan of what Bobby was doing before everything went down. Right. You know what I mean? Like, fucking song slap. But, thank you.
Oh, yeah. Now I'm a bartender.
But then, like, all the time that he was away, there was just so much hype built up. There was serious hype for his return. but there was also like all the memes and shit. You know what I mean? Like we would have been have flying cars by now if Bobby didn't get locked up, and like all this shit. So it was just like all of this, all of this build up. You know what I mean? Like I felt like it was like the scene in the movie where like the villain finally gets defeated and like everything comes together, bro. When I saw those headlines, I was just like,
nah, it's crazy.
We're good. We broke the simulation. We broke out, bro. Like,
and they let him home off the COVID. The COVID release. Okay.
Oh, that's I didn't even know
I
that.
think that's what, I didn't know that neither
why.
until we said 10 months earlier. I'm like, you know what? Oh, they probably let him off.
yeah, because he was supposed to. I mean, he had a hearing in December of this past year of 2020, but that was again, you know, it was just a hearing. But he was supposed to be there until December of 2021.
Okay,
I didn't even know COVID got him out. You know,
the COVID early release.
That's something that people didn't really know, like COVID in jails. Like that was really bad. Like I knew somebody who got it. You know
I just want to, just real quick, because it's exactly like what you're saying, bro. Anytime there's like a world pandemic or like crazy shit going on outside, bro, like think of the people, like I don't know. I've got a lot of homies locked up. You know what I mean, bro? It's until you know, like either you've been in there or you've got people in there, bro. Like it's so much fucking worse. Like so much fucking worse, bro.
And never, because like, you know, it's just like out of sight, out of mind.
Right.
You know, those people don't have a voice.
Well,
they're not
and
in, like, the public. So
I was gonna say there's part of the public, bro, that has a skewed view of people who are locked up too. You know what I mean? Because there are plenty of people that are probably just like, oh, they're criminals, they deserve to suffer.
Exactly.
Like,
they're not people.
And it's fucked up.
Yeah.
Sorry. You can keep going. I just had to add that though, bro, because it pisses me off. Like it really pisses me off, bro, because I feel like a lot of people do treat. Because I don't even want to say inmates, bro. I don't even like that word. But, it's you know what I mean?
That's why I literally say people in jail.
Right, people in jail. That's what I was saying. Because that's what they are. They're people. But that's the whole problem, bro. Like there are so many people in our society that view them as less than people.
We reduce them to less than that. Nah, exactly.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, so I knew my boy was in and he got it, you know, while he was in, and just like, so they were put in a block where just everybody who had COVID was just like kind of put in this, you know what I'm saying, in this place. And just the way it was run was real. It no health professional, you know what I'm saying, would sign off on it. And I know that that's something that a lot of jails experience. So that's enlightening to know that that's why Bobby got out. And I hope, there's a lot of things that he's doing right now. I'm sure he's just trying to get caught up on life, but I hope he like, you know, sheds a light on that too. You know, and with everything that Meek's been doing over the past couple years, and Jay-Z too with prison reform, you know, things like that. I just hope it can get the proper spotlight. It's such a beautiful time in hip hop where we've gotten to the point where hip hop is the most consumed genre in the world. It's completely mainstream now, and now it's not just like, you know, they're the guys who entertain you for 3 minutes and then get off the screen. They're actually people who are integrated. You know, the culture is integrated into society. Like the concerns have to be heard now.
Right.
I think it's important for you know, us to actually put the concerns forward.
I agree that now, since it's mainstream, that gives you like the biggest or a bigger platform for messages to be heard. But does it also concern you at all that it's now the most popular genre, that now the integrity of it almost is going to be lost?
That's inevitable, unfortunately.
Right.
Kind of have to accept that part of it. Yeah, kind of have to accept that, because there's it's like it's funny, man. I was watching just like basketball highlights last week, and like, you know, it was like just guys dunking on people and all that. And I just hear the announcers like, "Oh, he just caught a body. He just caught a body." And it's like you don't know where that comes from.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like Jay-Z said, we are culture, man.
It's definitely concerning, because I mean, you know where we live, bro. There are things that I'll hear like 14-year-old white kids saying, bro, like, bro, wait, no, bro, this shit. This is gonna take me a second to collect my thoughts.
Yo, please.
This was on Black Friday of 2020. I was at Walmart or some shit, you know, just to see if they had PS5s. I didn't think they would, but just in case. I woke up early, went online and shit. There's a group of like 6-7 different white kids, bro, probably like 15, 16 years old. And it was Black Friday, so it was right after Vaughn got shot, shortly after Vaughn got killed, bro. Bro, I heard one of them, they're just like, man, all I know is like, if I was Vaughn, I would have had my piece on me. And I'm like, son, you're in Flanders, New Jersey. Where's your piece? Yeah. Oh, wait, what? You don't have it on you? Guess what? You're lacking, bro. Yeah. I'm sorry. Your PS5's mine now. Like, but that's what pisses me off, bro. They hear all this shit in like pop culture or whatever, and they're just like, oh, that's facts, dog. That's facts. Like, and they just repeat, then they don't understand. Like, nah, this is real life, bro. Yeah. You know why he didn't have his piece? Because he was going in the fucking club, and no one can have that.
Exactly.
Like, come on, bro. Yeah. But it's just funny hearing that shit in Flanders, New Jersey, from a bunch of 15-year-old white kids, bro. Like. And their race doesn't even have to do with it. Yeah. The white kids doesn't. It was just, if you knew Flanders, New Jersey, you would understand that these kids don't have to worry about having their piece on them. Yeah. You know what I mean? So they don't really have a valid point of view on the situation. No, but because it's so prominent in pop culture and that everyone knows about it. What you mean, bro? I can talk about it. Like, it's silly. It's silly.
Yeah. So it's, I don't know. You get that, like that just kind of comes with it. It is gonna lose its integrity. It's hip hop's never gonna be, you know,
what hip hop is.
What like started out in the Bronx house parties. You know, it's never gonna be, block parties. It's never gonna be that same soul. But I don't know. Yeah. It's like
it's still
evolution is inevitable. You know what I'm saying?
And the fact that it's mainstream, regardless of how it's taken, it's being heard.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. You know, and it's not a bad thing. It's just
it's just evolution, like you said.
Right. Yeah. It's different. You know what I mean? It's just different. Yeah. Yeah. Crazy.
So does that.
Crazy though. Shoot. What else is going on? But shout out Bobby.
So
for real. I can't wait.
Great, man. And it's like, it's crazy because like, I don't know if you've seen like the whole run like when he came home, when he first came home. Yeah. I think Karen Civil, I know she's pretty like big. In the industry right now. Yeah, shout out Karen. Yep. She's from Jersey actually too.
Yes, she is.
Yep. But she had the whole promo.
Shout out Black Queen from Jersey. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So like she I think she had like the whole like run when Bobby came home. I think he came home with like Quavo picked him up with PJ. Yeah. He came home. But like it was just like a funny meme, you know, like the internet just running the world right now. But it was a funny meme that like Bobby had like a briefcase on it. It's like, what Bobby got in that bag? He ain't put that joint down yet. But Bobby had the bag though. That's what it was basically. Bobby had the bag. And it's crazy. He was on NBA Hoops. It was like open run last night. The lady was like, yeah, Bobby, like, what you got in the bag right there? He was like, you can't tell nobody, but he opened it up. It was like a whole thing of cash though, but it was like,
wow.
Yeah, man. But it was
he got his hat in there, bro. His hat flew back.
Yeah, man. Bobby's home though, man. Bobby's home.
Yeah. I can't wait for him to drop some new music. I know he's already been in the
That's the thing too. He got to be mad careful. He got to be mad careful with everything because
you can't say shit.
Yeah, you can't say shit. You can't be with certain people. You know what I'm saying? You can't drink nothing. Can't smoke nothing.
Yeah.
Like there's a whole
lot
of
shit. Drink though?
Yeah, no. I don't think so.
It's crazy that you said that because
there's that video that came out of him turning down the drink in the club.
He's like, I got my water, I got my Aquafina right here. He's like, nah.
Yeah.
He's like, somebody drink.
No, he's got to be real careful. Got to be real because I know he can't lick with Rowdy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right because he hasn't been around too much around Rowdy lately.
Right.
Rowdy been sending him chains and probably in bags a little bit. He probably can't be around Rowdy.
Right. Yeah. Well, I saw that they were together in a clip, but. There might be conditional, you know what I mean? Like for shoots or some shit. Okay. And it's fully monitored, or I don't know what it is, but I'm 99.9% sure I saw a video of them together after he got out. Yeah. But again, I think it's conditional, and that's not me snitching. That's not me snitching at all, bro. That's
on the
internet.
That's on the internet.
Yeah. But again, it might be under some type of conditions. You know what I mean?
So is it like you're not allowed to meet with other people with certain.
Well, yeah. It's just kind of because they were tried in the same case. Right. You know what I mean? So whenever you've got a co-defendant, you can't communicate. I mean, that's pre-trial, but still,
sure.
Even after, I guess, because he's still on what would it be, parole?
Parole.
Yeah.
So they let him off early too, so I'm pretty, it's probably some conditions like
no, for sure.
Because they always got shit like that, bro, for everything.
In the final line, they like, yo, damn, I was in there.
Yeah. Yo, and that's exactly how they get you. That's why he's got to be careful on everything. Because, bro, I saw again, it was just a meme, but I saw this one headline that was like, Bobby Shmurda locked up 3 hours after getting released from prison for jaywalking.
Yo.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, they do pull some bullshit like that, bro.
You see the whole thing with Meek, like that's. Yeah, they're not going to be able to let anything like that happen this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jay-Z will be on the ass. Yeah, actually, let's talk some. Let's talk some Jay-Z. Bro, the GOAT.
Killing it. Fucking killing
GOAT.
it.
Yeah.
So as you said, Jay-Z was always a big inspiration. That's a dope story, by the way. You used to write down his lyrics.
I
To
write down
understand.
his whole lyrics for real.
He's been giving you gems from the very beginning.
Yeah.
So to kind of see where he's at now, it shouldn't be a shock to anybody who's been paying attention. But in the last 2 weeks, Jay-Z's net worth, billionaire, Jay-Z's net worth has increased by 40%.
He turned his bread into a bakery.
Yeah. You know he's going to drop a bar on that. Don't even worry about it.
Though I love what it feels like with Nipsey, which is
dope.
my favorite song of the year so far.
Yeah, that was dope.
Just like the gems, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I love it, but so
Bro, Jay-Z's like one of those people you look at or at least I look at as like a different level of person. You know what I'm saying? We talk about the levels of consciousness all the time, bro.
Yeah.
I look at him like a different level of person almost. Like not that it's unattainable, not saying that it's not a person can do it, but I'm just saying like he's held in such a regard that it's like I can't even look at you the same as I look at like regular people.
Jay-Z is just a prime example of application. Jay-Z is an example of knowing stuff and then applying it to your life.
Nah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And that's all it is.
And like I said, I told you I follow Jay-Z a lot.
Yeah.
But a lot of people ain't pick up till when he dropped that 444 album.
Right.
But he was like, yo, I've been giving y'all gems before. He was like,
Yeah.
yo, I told y'all kicks is cool a cop, but what more important is lawyer fees.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like he was like, I was been telling y'all this.
Yeah,
Word.
no, it's
Back
from
then,
the very
you feel me?
beginning. Yeah.
I've been told
That's a
y'all,
fact.
get y'all owe your money up. I mean,
Yeah.
but like I said, but I follow Jay-Z, but he was been telling this. He been telling this stuff
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Like definitely, like and like I said, and if y'all follow me, like I really break down lyrics too. Like I said, I ain't a rapper, but I really break down lyrics. Like say for example, you post something up. I mean, I'm gonna take your picture with the clarity joint.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna put a caption behind it.
Yeah.
It's a meaningful.
It's gonna
caption.
be always.
Feel me?
Yeah,
Meaningful.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I peep.
Hey yo, you see
I
what I
peep.
put with
Yeah.
you? Natural born leader, ain't no getting nervous.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
Ain't no planning, ain't no thinking. We just putting work in.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's a Nipsey bar right there.
Yeah.
Like I said, I dissect lyrics for sure. So like I said, when Nip, when anybody drop, I'm like, oh, all right, that was some cool shit you said right there. You feel me? So like I said, I really dissect bars.
Well,
and
I was gonna say that's kind of the whole. That's the whole thing with lyricists too, bro. There's so much that you can dive into and elaborate on what they said. You know what I mean? That it's overlooked a lot. That people hear just what's said and not what it means.
What's said or how it's said. 'Cause
Right.
in music, how you say things is how you catch people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's all about and Jay-Z has mastered, like, his flow is so smooth.
Right.
He can, he gives you that butter flow that he has,
Yeah.
but it's just filled with all this
It's just wealth
I don't know,
of gems,
wealth
bro.
of gems,
Gems,
bro.
bro.
All this
Yeah.
perspective
Gems,
that, like,
yeah.
And
That's
if you
what
go
it
back
is.
to shit like, yo, dang, he said that?
Yeah,
Like, yo, for real,
nah.
it's crazy,
And like
for
I said
real.
too, you can find multiple meanings within the same bar too. So the
Double
next time you
entendres,
listen
triple
to it,
entendres.
you're just like, oh shit, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
it's dope, and it's like a journey every time you listen to the song.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Definitely,
man. Jay-Z's definitely goes, bro.
Man, shout
Jay-Z,
out
I'm
to Hov.
coming, bro.
Word.
I'm coming, bro. But yeah, he sold percentages of his music streaming service Tidal, as well as his champagne brand, Ace of Spades, for millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, according to Forbes, he sold a majority stake in Tidal for $297 million to Jack Dorsey's mobile payment company Square.
Oh, that's a Twitter homie.
Yeah, Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack, real cool, man.
Yeah, I got Square stock.
Word.
Keep doing your thing, Jack.
Yeah, and he on the board of directors.
Yeah.
So you know
Yeah,
what
that's
that mean.
another. Yeah.
He getting stock percentage on that too.
That's-
But who? Wait, he's
that's
Jay-Z.
crazy.
Like yeah, so like, but he sold Tidal to
Yeah.
percentage,
Yeah.
and also he's on the board of directors of Square. So you know,
Yeah,
Hov
that's
was like, man, I've been in the streets. We ain't gonna try to like,
Yo, what's above chess? You know,
Yeah,
you know
man.
you know what I'm saying?
What's
You know-
above chest, bro?
Yeah, you
for
know.
real. For
Yeah,
real.
man.
That's
For real,
crazy.
man.
I gotta
Like,
start
we
playing
need,
that
yo,
shit.
We need binoculars to see where Jay-Z's at, bro.
Yeah.
Word.
He's so far
Oh, bro,
ahead,
he
bro.
probably plays what's it called? My homie, he recently started playing it. It's like Japanese chess, bro, where it's like even more complicated than regular chess. I
That's
forgot
the-
what it's
yeah.
called. I gotta start playing that shit
Yeah,
though,
no, you
because
playing a
that's the
different
key,
game.
bro. That's the key right there. Japanese chess.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's playing a different game than the rest of us.
Sure.
But yeah, so this deal came just a week after Jay-Z signed another deal, which where he sold the Ace of Spades champagne, and he sold that to Hennessy.
Yeah, I think 50%.
Oh
of
shit!
that.
I didn't know he sold it to
He
Henny.
sold it to.
Yep.
to
50%.
Oh my god, bro!
He sold
wedding,
it,
he
bro.
Oh my god!
That's what I'm saying. It's like but he sold it for $640 million, bro.
Yeah,
Bro,
no,
what did you do this
Yeah,
week?
yeah, exactly. No, for sure.
Like, yo, I love it, man.
That's the type of shit, bro, that
Yeah.
like makes you feel like you're never doing enough.
Nah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? You see shit like that, and you're just like, damn,
Yeah.
bro. How the fuck do I get there? But
Yeah.
it's also, you got to look at the start of his journey. He wasn't making
That's what it is.
$450 million deals at the start of his
Facts.
journey. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I seen the post. It was like, yo, you know what? It's he was like, the post was like, yo, it's simple. And I mean, like, you start something up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you get somebody, a big company, to like acquire it,
Yup.
or like want to partner with you.
Yup.
You take it from there.
Yeah.
Like I said, like Jack was feeling Tidal. They probably had multiple conversations about it, but he was like, you know
yeah,
what?
yeah.
Let's make this happen real quick.
Right.
And like, you know, Square is a financial institution.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So like now, because like, you know, I work in a financial institution as well. So like I
Okay.
know how the Tidal and the Square is probably going to implement it a little bit too. So now it's probably like, you know
Wow.
what?
That's crazy.
I know they're going to do something
what,
real
bro?
big with
You know
that,
what?
man.
Yeah.
Like for real. They're going to do something real big.
It really only makes sense for Square to get into music. You can't compete with the Googles and the Apples and
Bruh.
these. Damn.
It's gonna be big for you music artists because they're like, you know what?
Yeah.
Apple giving y'all 15%, I'm gonna give y'all 18%.
Wait, this,
Come
I'm
on,
yeah.
about to get
It-
out there
that's
for
what
a
I'm saying.
second.
It's going.
Tidal already
yeah.
pays better than all the other
I heard
platforms.
about that.
Yeah.
So now Squares and the finance, we got. All right, we gonna.
So,
be,
Yeah.
It's
so,
gonna be like that. It's
bro,
going to.
with the payment and shit for music, or it just made me think of this. Do you guys know what NFTs are?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bro. NFTs are popping off
Right.
right now,
Yeah.
like out of fucking nowhere, like
Yeah.
crazy, bro. I don't think it's far fetched to say that music could head that route, where it's one of one or one of 70 copies, where you trace it back to the original data. I have the song from the artist is worth $30 million. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what's going on with the CG art, bro.
Bro,
With all
that's
this
like-
NFT shit, like you could get the print, you could get a screenshot of it, whatever, on the artist's Instagram for free. But you're tracing it back through the data and the encryption and everything, because it's
Yeah.
kind of like cryptocurrencies, because that's how they're paying for it too, is everything's through crypto.
Yeah.
But bro, like, but people are paying just for that digital data from the artist, not the actual
mean-
piece of work itself. Because like I said, bro, you could screenshot that shit. All the shout out Beeple real quick. Oh, I just realized. Shout out Beeple. Beeple's a crazy ass 3D artist, bro. Like I go to him for inspiration a
Yeah.
lot. He's fucking crazy, bro. He just had a week where he sold, I forget how many pieces it was. It wasn't that many at all. But he made was it $13 million in a weekend selling his fucking digital art, which all of them were posted to his Instagram. So it's not even like this person's like, I have never before seen a
Yeah.
picture from Beeple. Like they're all publicly available.
Wow.
Like, bro, it's crazy, but I don't think it's far fetched to say music could head that route.
Bro,
Because think
not at
about the
all.
Wu-Tang album.
That's I was thinking about that. Remember when Nipsey was selling his tape for $1,000? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? $1,000. Like there is already
Yeah, for
there's
sure.
already examples of putting out music in an exclusive
And then,
fashion.
and then
So-
even you could do splits with CG.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because then you could have a CG artist design a fucking moving image or whatever that looks dope, and then have a producer have that track on it, have it a split production
Yeah.
piece. Then you're getting the sale to the producer and the artist.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's a collab piece. Say I make a crazy 3D thing, right? And then ask Chinny to make a beat for it. It could be a Chinny Slickback Steve Shot collab piece that sells for $45,000. Like, it's crazy.
Bro, word.
It's
No,
crazy.
I think
so I
that's-
just signed
that's-
up. I
that's
just signed
definitely-
up on Super Rare. So once I get approved, check out my page, buy my shit for like $50,000. And it's
$50,000.
gonna be lit.
Yeah, that's
50,000.
low balling. That's
Yeah,
low balling.
yeah, bro. I'm gonna sell my donut for like $75K.
Yo, he's been working on his fucking donut, bro.
Yeah, I finished that shit. I finished it.
Tell him about your donut.
Yeah.
Bro. They don't know what the fuck you were talking about.
I've been 3D modeling again. I had some experience with like 3D modeling and animating back when I was in school, and then I've been out of school for like 5 years now. So I wasn't doing anything with 3D in that time. I was just focusing on the film and photography and everything like that. primarily because the equipment I had just couldn't run the software I used to use, and I was like, damn, I can't do this anymore. And then I found this software that's been out for years. I've just been slacking. Blender is free. It can run on almost any machine, bro. Got me back into it. I was working on this donut for like 3 days just to make it look like a real donut in CG. But I got that shit finished. I'll show you after.
I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up. Because right now he's like, yo, what the fuck's he talking about a donut for?
Word. No, it's actually kind of dope.
Oh, wait, did you see it?
Dope.
I did.
I was gonna say we follow each other on
Which one?
Instagram.
Yeah, I don't know if you
but I don't
posted
think
it.
I posted it on Instagram. Yeah.
Like you saying that because like I told you, well I ain't tell like the viewers and the audience, but like I work for like a financial institution, right? So like I work for Union Bank of Switzerland, right? But like when these clients come in, like I gotta like screen them just to make sure like their wealth is what they're saying. Like I said, I got clients who are like worth like $1 billion, $500 million, right? So like your ideas that you're saying, like your ideas you're saying, like yo, you know what? I created this donut, I sold that shit to Apple for like. And that's what they do. That's what they do.
Exactly. That's part
like,
of the reason.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason I'm getting back into it too, because I saw this NFT shit popping off. I was like, bro, I was doing this when I was 17.
Yeah. That's not a real donut. That's
all computer
animated.
data.
Yeah, that's through a computer.
You can sell that shit real quickly to somebody. You feel me? They gonna bite on that.
Yeah. Ooh,
no pun intended. Word.
They call that shit mergers and acquisitions.
Yeah.
They call it M&A. Like, that shit real.
Yeah.
Like seriously. Like I said, I'm seeing that drink now. I'm like, damn. Like I said, because like I wasn't born into it too. That's why I'm really trying to push Clarity Sports. With like, you know what?
You say you weren't born into it?
I'm like in regards to like my family and having the wealth. Like I had to get it from the mud a little bit. So like all this financial stuff is new to me. So like, I'm working around it. So I'm like, you know what?
I feel you.
Right.
So I'm like, oh damn, that's how they got credit cards. You could do a balance transfer, get 50,000 off the shit.
Right.
Like, oh yeah. Or they giving out loans for 200,000. Oh damn. Oh yeah.
How do you
business
get access to?
Word.
So that's how like I'm learning, like I said, and like I'm trying to like basically teach the younger generation, like, yo, you know what?
Who don't have access to that information.
You feel me? Like, yo, I learned this late.
Well, that's one thing that isn't stressed or taught, because I thought it was a requirement, because I was lucky enough at my high school we actually had a finance class that was mandatory. Like you couldn't graduate without taking the finance class. So I assumed every school in New Jersey was like that, because that was the school I went to. And then I found out that like no schools have any.
Was it financial literacy, or was it just like finance? Like, I know like in college I took like finance. I know like when I was in college I had to take finance 320. That was like corporate finance, so just basic finance.
I think it was financial literacy, because pretty much what we covered, right, was everything for budgeting, like how to budget your income and everything and divide it amongst your expenses.
Okay.
Then we also had we had a stock market game where we were given $100,000 of like fake money, and we had to invest in the stock market, see how the stock market worked. And then there was also the game of life, which was involved in the stock market game. So you had your money from the stock market game in your game of life game, and then you had to make the budget for the game of life. And then there were these things like the teacher would spin the wheel at the beginning of the week or whatever, and it's just like for each student it was like, your car got fucked this week, like you were late on a payment, like this happened. And it was the game of life, and it learned how to deal with all those situations that happen when they happen. And like I said, I thought that was,
that makes sense,
because it was mandatory. Like we literally couldn't graduate if we didn't take that. Because it was divided only half of the year though. So half of the year we took finance, and then the other half we took writer's workshop, which taught us like how to write and shit.
And just to piggyback off that, what you said, because like it'd probably be better for me too, right? So what do you think in regards to, all right, you took that in high school, right? But I know like I know like when I was in high school, like, you know, I'm trying to graduate, man.
Right. You don't pay too much attention to
nothing. Exactly. I'm gonna do it to get up out of here.
Well, let me say this.
Did you use that now did you use it when you graduated in your everyday life? And I know like we older now. Now we got to use it. But did you use it right when you graduated?
No, I didn't. That's the thing. Even though it was taught to me, I was just like, I don't have these types of bills. I don't have this type of shit. Because that's the thing. You're 17 years old. Well, that's it. I think I took mine my freshman year. So I was like 14 when I was learning all that shit. The one lesson I highly regret not listening to, because now I apply the budget. Like, you know what I mean? Like the shit I learned about the budget I use now. But if I fucking listened to my finance teacher, bro, I'd probably have my own goddamn studio at this point. Because, bro, he told me when I was 14 to buy Bitcoin. He told me to buy Bitcoin when I was 14, bro. You know how much that shit cost? $500 a Bitcoin, bro. And that's the thing. I've been working since I was 13 years old. Like I've had a job since I was 13. So I had money I could have put into Bitcoin back then, bro. I could have bought 3-4 Bitcoin. If I was sitting on that till now, bro, I'd be sitting on 200K.
Yeah. Easy.
Like,
easy. No, yeah, cause
and that's the one thing, bro. He stressed it to me too. It's not even
right
like
now,
it's not even like that thing where everyone's like, yeah, everyone wishes they bought Bitcoin. It's like, no, you don't understand though, bro. Like, shout out Mr. Anderson. I wish I listened to you. Mr. Anderson literally sat me down. It wasn't even like a whole class thing. It wasn't even like, oh, everyone buy Bitcoin. It's gonna go up in a few years. He sat me down personally after class, bro, and was like, trust me. He was just like, you're gonna want to buy Bitcoin.
Well, when was the last time you talked to Mr. Anderson?
2016.
Okay, I want you to reach out to him. I want to see if he.
I'm sure he's good.
I want to see if he lives in the castle or some shit. Yeah.
I'm sure he's doing
right here
right,
around the
bro.
town or no? He live around the town? Or
No, I don't know where he lives, to be honest.
You probably got
Yeah,
like
in a
I said,
different country now.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say he's probably not even in
you
New
probably
Jersey.
You probably gotta go on LinkedIn and find him.
Yeah,
I'm active on LinkedIn.
I still got his email. I could send him an email.
Yeah, he
I should
probably
do that.
You should be. Hey, what's that?
Hey,
what's that
yo,
Bitcoin doing for you?
you got any crumbs for me, dog?
Word. Yeah, that thing was up to
Remember
like
how good of a student I was?
57,000,
His TA, bro. I was the teacher assistant because he fucked with me freshman year. Then by the time I became a senior, he wanted me to be his teacher's assistant for his freshman. So I sat in on like his first period class and was like his teacher's assistant for that shit. So yeah, Mr. Anderson, help a homie out.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mr.
Damn.
Anderson.
But yeah, no, that shit should definitely be a mandatory class.
I think they're trying to like implement it now. But it's like,
well, you know, also so it's like twofold. So one, it's going to. He learned that because the school he went to in the area that he lived, right? Certain kids in certain areas don't have access to that information,
right.
Because of, funding, because of, whatever whole multitude of reasons. But obviously we know that kids in certain areas don't get the access to the same information. But also it's like as a 14, 15-year-old being told something that you can't apply to your life right now because you don't have the money for it. And then with everything else that goes on in the lives of just kids in certain areas, talking about kids from like I when I was young, I lived in Irvington. So I always use Irvington as the example and like how different my life would have been had I, went my whole life in Irvington as opposed to, moving out when I did. And it's like the information that I was able to grab, the education that I was able to get was very different from a lot of my friends. You know what I mean?
Right.
And one, it was the education, but also it's the environment around the education. It's like, how do you expect somebody to really care about stocks as a 15-year-old when they're just trying to have money?
And also,
when they're trying to eat dinner that night, or they're trying to
live,
literally just trying to live.
Because that's the one thing I will say with the school that I went to, we did have like a decent mix of different. Because I went to a county school, so there were kids from every town in the county. So there were definitely upper class kids, there were middle class kids, there were lower class kids. But I think going off of what you're saying about like you're 14, 15, how am I applying this to my situation is also because like. When you're that age, you're focused on what you want to do and shit, not everything that's involved in what you're doing. You know what I mean? Because for me, I went to a trade school where I learned film and shit.
What school is that?
Sussex Tech.
Okay, I know Passaic County Tech.
Okay, yeah. So it's just the Sussex County branch of that. But so I was focused on film and video. So I grouped, even though finance was a separate class because it was a half-year class with Writer's Workshop, I still grouped it in with my math and English and everything else. You know what I mean? Like, that's one of the academic classes. Like, I just want to go to shop. Like, I just want to be in shop.
It's like, I'm here to be here, man. I'm out, man. Like, it is. Then it's like when the real life hits you, like, oh, damn, Mr. Anderson was really telling me something.
Right. No, exactly. And that's the thing now, too, right? That I realize it does apply to film. Because if I budgeted correctly the last 6 years, I'd have different equipment than I have now. And if I learned everything about starting a small business, I wouldn't be a freelancer. And you know what I mean? Like, there's a whole lot of things that if I saw how it applied, then I probably would have actually been like, oh shit, this is film. This is like what I should be learning.
Yo, but also, he's like 22. So
23.
23. He's young as hell. So I don't know how much of a head start you would have got, bro. You're still young as hell.
I'm trying, bro. I'm doing everything I
you
can.
good.
I'm doing everything I can. But that's the thing. That's the thing, though, right? I still feel like I haven't done shit.
No, I know.
You know what I mean?
That's who
'Cause
you
that's
are,
just
and that's
who I
why
am.
you're gonna do what you're gonna
You're
do.
gonna do good, real good.
Because, bro, it goes to the conversation we were having outside your crib the other day, where it's just like, I'm doing all this cool shit with my life. I'm doing the work I want to do from an outsider's perspective. Like the people watching my stories and shit are probably like, damn, Steve's living his best life. And to me, it's just like, bro, I haven't gotten anywhere yet.
I haven't done anything.
I haven't done shit. Like,
Yeah.
and it's just weird. I feel like that's just types of people though. Like there's
mean,
some people that'll never be satisfied or never be not satisfied. That was a poor choice of words, but never feel like they've reached their fullest.
Well, I don't even think it's just never be satisfied. I just think, if you know where you want to go and other people don't know where you want to go.
And you're not there, then
Yeah.
why would you be satisfied?
Yeah.
Right.
And that's really what that comes down to. Like,
Yeah.
I've had to take I've had to make it a point to like sit back and just like smell the roses. You know what I'm saying? Like real like enjoy life in the present, recognize the things that I've done, that I've accomplished already, and understanding that I'm not where, until I'm Jay-Z, until,
Word.
you know what I'm saying?
No, I feel you.
Then I'm not really like, you can't make me feel great about you know what I mean?
No, 100%.
About anything that I've done.
100%.
But it is important to recognize like there are a lot of people who look at whatever level you're at.
Right, because
and
you can't,
you know what I'm saying,
you
and
can't
wanna
let it
get there.
discourage you.
You
It's
know,
got to
right.
motivate you. You know what I mean? Because it can do both things. Like the
Yeah.
same situation can do
Facts.
either one. It could either motivate or deter you from doing it because you're like, man, I've put in all this work and I'm still not where I want to be.
Yeah.
Or you could just be like, I put in all this fucking work. Like, I'm not stopping. You know
Word.
what I
No,
mean? Like, I'm not
exactly.
where
Yeah.
I want to be. Like,
Yeah.
but it's the
Yeah.
same situation.
Yeah, and like I said, like one of my quotes I use all the time too. Is like I said, the highest human act is to inspire. Like I said, even when in your hometown, you
Wait,
feel me?
say that
Like,
again?
The highest human act is to inspire.
Word.
That's
You feel me?
fire.
Like I said, even in your hometown, like you said, like you probably. I mean, I know but I mean, like I said, you probably feel as though you're not where you want to be at right
Yeah.
now. But it's like a lot of people are like, yo, you know what? He moved the whole county. He moved.
Word.
That's big. Like a whole
Word.
county.
No, that's huge.
Nah, I
Not a
appreciate
whole
that.
city, a whole county.
Yeah.
It's like
That's
that's big.
huge.
That's big. That's real big. Like I said, you had a whole county behind you. So
Yeah.
like I said, it's like even though you probably don't feel as though you know what I could do more, but it's like a lot of people looking up to you, like
Yeah.
waiting for you to
Oh,
post.
yeah, no,
like, you know what?
absolutely.
Damn, you feel me? Like it was kind of inspiring me. Like yo, he really did that right there. So it's like, yeah, no, that's real big though. Like I said, so sometimes it's like I said, I don't even think I'm where I'm supposed to be at. I think I could be way farther in life. Like I said, I accomplished a lot more. And like I said, and a lot of people reach out to me like, yo, you Jeff, yo, like I ain't gonna lie, you inspired my whole movement. You inspired my whole
Fire.
Apparel.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what?
Fire.
Nah, and I'm thankful for that. But it's like, yo, you know what? I'm still on my marathon too.
Word.
So it's like,
Well, that's the
Yeah.
thing. You can use your inspiration on other people as inspiration for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that you're
Yeah.
inspiring people can be drive in itself.
Well, it shows you that you're doing something right.
Right.
You know,
Right.
because at the end of the day, like, well, I can only speak for myself. Like, I'm doing what I'm doing because of the inspiration I got from other people. I saw other people. Saw Jay-Z. I saw Diddy. I saw, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
all these people that were, used music, use that platform, branding themselves, and were able to do all this other cool stuff in, you know what I'm saying, their communities or, whatever. Like, that's something that inspired me. So in knowing that, when people tell me that I inspire them, it does feed me like, oh, like,
Yeah.
Jay-Z has been inspiring me for 15 years.
Yeah.
And he didn't stop 15 years ago.
Yeah. Word. No, exactly. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He just kept it going. So that's kind of how I say it. It's like, oh, it's nice to hear, and I want to do a lot more of that.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, no, 100%. And yo, let me say this about what you're doing and about clarity, right? You see me wearing the clarity, you know what I'm saying, the fit today. So I post clarity. I post about you because I really respect what you're doing. Obviously, you know what I'm saying, with Willie P, you know what I mean? You know, that pride, but I really respect what you're doing in your community and the hustle you have. But I actually wear the product out because
Word.
it's fucking fly,
I was just
bro.
about to
It
say.
feels good and
I
it's
didn't know
fly,
when to
bro.
interject. I didn't know when to interject in what you were saying. But bro, my roommate mad jealous of this shirt. I'm not gonna lie. When I got that shit, he was like, "Bro, how do I get one?" So you're going.
Like,
yeah, I gotta order one for him, bro. Because this shit's fire.
Yo,
like it's fire.
It feels nice. It's fire. Like I have,
and that's
friends
putting
who
aside everything you're doing. Like Scott said, bro, that's putting aside all of the good work you're doing and giving back to the community. Like just from a drip stand of like point of view.
I wear
this
for the
this
drip.
Shit's fire, bro. It's just plus like
I post it for the love. I wear it for the drip.
The eye shit fire too, bro.
Yeah,
like
man.
I'm not taking my shirt off on the podcast, but I got the all-seeing eye tatted on my chest too, bro. Like this shit just fucking works.
Man. Like you said, like I'm thankful for that as well. But like I said, people be like, yo, you know what? Like, yo, this shit really I need. And it's like I told you, I don't really push it like I'm supposed to be pushing.
Right.
Like I said, y'all follow me. It's just I don't even post on my page heavy. I just post on the story. But people's like, yo, when I drop new shit, like, yo, why ain't tell me you drop that shit, yo? Niggas like, yo. I'm like, nah, y'all supported me already. Like, yo, nah, every time you fucking drop, I need that. This shit fire,
nah.
bro.
Well, that's how it is. That's how it is too, right? Whenever I get like a little notification that you added to your story or post some shit, bro. That's the thing. I know that if I click on it, it's gonna be one of two things. It's either gonna be community related and clothes related, and both of those things I want to see.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Like, no, you're killing it.
Nah, I appreciate that word. Like I said, we still working, man, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, we still scratching the surface,
man.
man.
Yeah, nah,
I just,
absolutely.
flowers.
Nah,
You know what I mean?
definitely.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's why I was like, you know what? I had to make this like the first show, like
Oh,
a real
yeah.
like joint.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? Yeah. Like I said, even when I reached out to Steve, like I didn't really know Steve. I seen him.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's his. I'm like, let me reach out to him. He opened his arms to me like, yo, whatever you need with the digital joint, let me know. I'm gonna take care of you. And even went to him. I mean, undisclosed. You feel me? He's like, yo, I'm trying to do something with that too. I'm like, yo, you know what? We gonna.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah, like I said, we
Absolutely,
definitely
bro.
gonna we definitely gonna get something going together too.
Yeah.
I mean, so like,
That's the thing. For the viewers that didn't even know, we literally met an hour ago.
Yeah.
We met like an hour and a half ago.
Definitely,
Yeah, but we've been in touch on socials and everything.
Nah, for sure. Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
And that's how it is when real people meet, though. You feel me?
Right.
When real people meet. Like I said, I ain't talked to Scott probably like in what 6-7 years. Really? I graduated in 11 from Willie P. But like I said, I always like how Scott moved. Like I said, he was performing, doing his music, and like I said, he always had like a different avenue,
Right.
with the music. And I'm
Yeah,
like, you know
no,
what? Yeah, he's
nah.
real good.
Well, that's even how me and Scott started working together. We had met through a mutual artist at the studio. Shout out Sonic, bro.
Yeah.
But that was really it. We just met at the studio. We were chilling for a little bit, and then I saw all of the activism you were doing, bro, with Sussex County and all the different Black Lives Matter rallies and everything. And I thought that was fucking awesome and needed in the county. So I just hit up Scott and was just like, bro,
Showed
if you
up
need
with
me
a
to roll
camera.
up,
Yeah.
like I'd be happy to film that shit. And now we got the podcast. We've got we work on I
many
probably
things, bro.
see Scott more than I see any other person,
man.
bro.
Same.
Like,
Same.
but it's all just from, like you said, bro, it's real people interacting with real people.
Yeah, man.
Like, you just kind of know the people you want to work with.
Exactly. And I be trying to tell the youngest, man, like, yo, network, increase your net worth.
Oh,
man.
networking is the most. Every single person that's hit me
Everything.
up, every single person that's hit me up from my past, that's like, yo, how'd you get yada yada? How'd you get this? Yada yada. How'd you get involved in this? It's just like, bro, it's networking. Like, get to the door outside the room, talk to the doorman.
Man.
Then you get inside the room, talk to the people in the room. You know what I mean? Like, it's all it's so. I feel like it's overlooked, bro. Like, a lot of people think that like you can skip the networking step or something.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, that's what it is.
man.
Or people think like you can build a relationship without networking. It's like
Right.
there are so many people out there. There's so many people who do exactly, or similar to what you do. And everybody's on Instagram. Everybody's online. There's something about actually like sitting down face to face with somebody or introducing yourself and actually like having real conversations. Like, let them know who you are.
Human connection, bro.
Why should they care about who you are and what you do?
Well, that's why every video shoot I do, bro, before we even plan out, before I even give them an estimate or anything, we go out to dinner or lunch and just talk about it. You know what I mean? Like,
See what the
we'll
vision
get
is.
we'll get a good feel. I mean, that's for
Build a
like
rapport.
newer artists. Obviously, like with artists I know now, like we can fucking discuss shit over a phone call. But like when I'm first working with someone, like it's really important to have a human connection with that person, because if I can't even connect with you on a human basis, how am I supposed to translate your song into a visual?
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Facts.
but it's just something that's so overlooked, like so overlooked. Everyone thinks just like, oh, as long as I know someone, or as long as my song pops off,
Yeah, no.
or
And everybody thinks it's like the one person they,
right, one person will change your life mentality.
bro.
It's like, no, you'll change your life.
you'll change your life,
Yeah.
man. And if you're emanating the right energy and you're moving the right way and you're doing the right things, then you don't need one person.
Right.
No, right.
Yeah, it's everybody will come to you, and it'll be just network.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Your
networking's
yeah,
important.
yeah.
Networking's really
Key.
important.
And now that things are opening back up, like I got the music I got so much music.
Well, that's the
man.
thing too,
I
bro.
can't wait
Like
to be out,
this
bro.
whole past year, because I think we're at exactly a year of lockdown. Like right
Yep.
around
That's
exactly a
crazy.
year of
Yeah.
lockdown.
For sure.
Yeah.
And
yeah, for sure.
bro, there were so many people that I heard during this time. I've probably been more active in this industry during COVID than any other time, bro.
Yeah.
And I heard from so many people like, oh, there's nothing we can do, all this pandemic's like, bro, no, this is the time for opportunity.
Yeah.
Like, this is the time where you don't got to worry about all that other shit that you were stressing about, that you can focus on networking, you can focus on making these connections, you can focus on improving your craft, you can focus on so much different things, but people see it as a deterrent. It's just like I don't know.
And just to peek back off that, because I know I had watched one of y'all shows. I think it was y'all too. But you was like, you know what, how the pandemic affected y'all. But you was like, you know what? I think you was like, yo, I was actually going out there shooting music videos, but I had to go to Plan B.
Right.
Both of y'all. Like,
Yeah.
I was performing, I was shooting videos, but like,
Yeah.
what, I really couldn't do it because everything was shut down. But it's like, you know what? Let me try to do something different, get out my element. 'cause I
Exactly.
still got to work. I still
Exactly.
So, yeah,
It's
so that was
kind of
definitely
like
dope.
it's kind of like how politicians like to say tragedy is a great time for fuck, what do they say?
I know exactly
yeah.
the,
It's tragedy,
no,
is a great
uh,
opportunity.
Never waste a crisis or something.
Right? Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Something along those lines, which like it's fucked up on the surface. Don't get me wrong, but there's truth to it too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like there's room for change, improvement, evolution. Whenever something catastrophic happens.
There's this
definitely.
saying, when there's blood on the streets, buy land.
Yeah.
When there's blood on the streets, buy land. When everything is destroyed and whatever, that means it's cheap.
Yeah.
That means you can get it for nothing.
Yeah.
And
No,
you
it's
can build it up.
It's the same
You know
shit
what I'm
with
saying?
stocks. It's
Facts.
the same shit with everything,
Yeah.
bro. I saw
Facts.
everyone's freaking out about Bitcoin dropping from 40 or 58 to 46,
I
bro.
was
I
so
bought
happy.
more.
Yeah, I was so happy.
Like,
Yeah, that's
fuck
how you
you
do it.
mean?
You only it's that approach I do on
Yeah.
everything.
Buy
Like
low,
I only
sell
buy.
high,
Yeah, I
man.
only buy
Yeah.
on dips. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whenever things are bad, that's when you look for opportunity.
Right, because well, yeah, no, we don't gotta get into specifics
And
of
that's
Bitcoin. That
facts.
doesn't have to do with none of this shit, bro. I was about to be like,
And
but
that's
Bitcoin,
facts.
bro. 'Cause-
And that's facts.
Yeah, I got in on Bitcoin at 33,000.
oh, word? Wait, did you
Yeah.
sell though?
Nah.
Oh,
nah, I
word.
didn't
So
sell.
you're chilling right now.
Yeah, no, I mean it's not like I put a lot in because I
Okay,
was
yeah.
just kind of testing it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it like blew up. You know what I'm saying? mad
Should have
quick,
listened to Mr. Anderson. God damn it.
but- Bro, I couldn't imagine getting in
Shout
at
out to
500,
bro.
bro. That's what I'm saying. Because like I said, I was
That's
working.
sick.
Like I didn't have a lot of
sick.
money, but I was I was a 14-year-old with some spare change. You know what I'm saying? Like some extra cash. Bro, I easily could have bought 2 Bitcoins.
Yeah.
That's $1,000 easily.
sick.
Like I easily could have bought 2 Bitcoins.
I did the math. So it peaked at like around 57,000.
Yeah,
So
58, I think.
word. So if you put in 500, you know,
Right, that's what I'm saying. I have 114, 115,000.
114.
Yeah. No,
racks.
that's why I'm kicking myself, bro. Because and like I said, it's not like the same regret. Everyone's like, I wish I knew about Bitcoin. Like I literally was sat down by a finance teacher that told me to buy
Nah, I
it,
feel
bro.
you. You were also
Like,
14 though.
I was 14.
Yeah,
I was 14.
Shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, you bite these nuts, bro.
Yeah, word, literally, I was like, this,
Let
this
me
Word.
spend my money
Right,
on
word.
a coin, on a digital
Yeah.
coin.
bro.
It
I'm
don't
buying
make no
a
sense.
I'm buying a quap after school. Fuck you talking about? Like,
Yeah,
Nah,
but
for real. Yeah.
crazy,
yeah,
crazy.
no, it's wild.
So,
But I still, right, Bitcoin. I keep how to fucking go off on Bitcoin,
I
bro.
know.
let's,
Right.
what else is going on? Oh, the TikTok's attacking Eminem.
Eminem, yeah, this shit.
Bro, it's
when
so
I
funny.
saw this, when I saw
So do
this,
you
I
know what's going
thought,
on?
Nah, I knew y'all was telling
Okay.
you a little bit out of it. What happened? What happened
So,
with that?
so
Give him the rundown.
on TikTok, like Gen Z, so like the younger, your generation.
Yeah. I know
Your,
about that.
Nah, I don't
generation
claim-
and younger.
I don't claim them and they don't claim me.
So they're getting an M for "Love When You Lie," the song with Rihanna from like 10 years
Okay,
ago, where
right.
Which I loved that song when it came out. I was like 12 years old and that shit was still fire.
well, you know what's funny? I remember thinking at that time that song is just like the things that he was saying. You know, if you ever try to leave, I'm a, you know,
Tie you to the bed and set the house on fire.
yeah. I was like, that's not really, you know. but it's also Eminem. So
Right,
Yeah,
no,
and I think
so
that
here's
shit
the
was
thing.
selling around that
Here's the
time
thing.
too for M.
Right, so
for Eminem around
Well,
that
I
time,
mean,
probably.
it's like Eminem was one of the people that inspired me to rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so I know Eminem. So I don't know. Like, it's you got to know who the fuck you're listening to.
Also, side note, bro. Here's the thing, right? So they're getting all upset and in this uproar because I wouldn't even say promoting domestic violence, but it's shining a light on it. It's shining a light on it, right?
Facts.
Speaking from the generation that's blaming it, I guess, right? It came out in 2010. I was 13 years old when that song came out. Even when I heard that song then, right? Because they're concerned like, oh, this might make people more likely, I guess, to be domestically violent. Okay. Like I don't know what the fear is behind it, but even as a kid that was hearing the song, right? Because that's what their fear is. The youth will be affected by what they hear, right? So as a youth that heard it, that was the youth when it came out, I was pissed off about a bunch of shit. You know what I mean? Like I felt aggressive when he said those lyrics. Rapping over those lyrics felt good. It helped relief of whatever I was feeling. Guess how many girls I've tied to a bed and set their house on fire? Zero, bro.
Yo,
Zero.
I thought he was gonna give us some crazy.
So that's
number.
my whole point.
Like 6.
Yeah, word. Thanks, Eminem. But no, like it's kind of like the whole argument with them trying to ban GTA. You know what I mean? Like the video games and shit, bro.
Yeah.
That's a person issue. That's not the art's issue. Yeah. That's the person receiving the art, and you can't ban the art because of that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because, bro, there's millions of people have heard that track. Millions on millions of people have heard that track. How much bad has caused? Right. How much bad has that track caused?
But
you know
also,
what I mean?
like,
and it's art, bro. It goes to. I was Twitch streaming the other day, and I said, bro, that art is just when you can translate your emotions into something, and the viewer can recognize that as your emotion. You know what I mean? Like that's all it is, and that's what art is, and that's art. He's not telling people if a girl pisses you off, tie her to a bed and set her house on fire. That's not what it is. He's expressing how he's feeling, and that's what art is.
And people also gotta like remember the context even of that song. Like Eminem was in that relationship with Kim. That was an abusive relationship. That wasn't, it was a very negative relationship. Rihanna, right. This is pretty fresh. This is just a couple years after the Chris Brown thing.
Right.
Nobody's more sensitive to domestic violence than Rihanna. There's a reason for it, and people don't. Art isn't like a straight line. I'm telling you a message in a whatever way. It's literally art is expression. Music is expression.
Right.
And that's how they did it. And we're just in a climate right now where everybody has a voice because of social media and because of the internet. So
that's what it is.
People you can make anything, you can make anything a big deal. So I mean this is more funny, to me than anything, because it's like,
yeah, but does it concern you that it could lead to a repetition of things like this happening?
It already is. It definitely already is.
Right.
But it's like I can't. All I can do is move in what I feel makes sense. And
right. Well, he had the proper response to it. Eminem. He just linked to
a song.
Yeah, which song was it?
Tone Deaf.
Yeah, exactly.
His new song.
Which pretty much the topic of that song is, I'm gonna keep doing the same shit I've been doing. I don't give a fuck if it offends you, which is like valid.
He's been talking about tying people up and putting them in his trunk.
Bro, listen to Kim.
Since before those kids were born.
That's what it is. Exactly. So it's like, that's M. That's what I was thinking. Like, that's definitely M though, for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Social media, for sure.
Yeah, bro. That was just funny, man. It's like, if you guys are mad at that, just listen to the Marshall Mathers album.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, that was my initial reaction, bro. When I read the article, I was like, oh, this is the part they're mad about,
bro.
I was like, this is what they're tripping over.
Yeah,
like,
man, Marshall Mathers. Oh man,
that shit crazy.
Nothing. So he got that. Any other new music? Oh, fucking Drake. Your man Drake.
Yeah.
Drake.
You talking about that homie with the heart on his head?
Yeah, man. Oh, man.
Bro, slap that though. Yeah, so that heart on his head, that was promo for Certified Lover Boy, which didn't drop. So instead he dropped a 3-song EP.
If no one picked up that gamer tag for their Xbox yet, that shit goes hard, bro.
So he dropped Scary Hours 2. a follow up to the one he did a couple years ago, which was I think that one was 2 tracks though. But yeah, 3-track EP. Yeah, What's Next on there. He had what's that joint with him and Lil Baby? I forget what it's Wants and Needs.
Wants
and
and
then
Needs,
yeah, then Lemon Pepper with Rick Ross. Your thoughts?
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, I ain't Drake. Like I said, Drake is my guy, but I ain't the hugest Drake fan. But like, yo, that right there, I'm like, and I like the top 5 conversation is like I don't really put in the top. Like I said, I don't really put my.
We're gonna get to that.
We're gonna get to
top
sure.
5.
And like I said, he probably still not in my top 5, but it's on some joint. Like I said, I had that joint, and it's not a long. Well, it's not like a long mixtape, whatever album, whatever. It's like a good, probably like I would say like 14 minutes. So like if I'm driving somewhere, so like it's gonna run back 2 times.
Yeah, easy.
So it's like he really spit on that. He really spit on those tracks, man. Like I said, those songs. Like I said, Lil Baby's probably one of the hottest people in the game right now. Ross is Ross. He had that first track. I think it was solo. But like I said, it was a real good put tape together. I'm like, yo, you know what? We got to start like probably rethinking. Like, and a lot of people probably do got him in this top 5. But it's like, yo, Drake haven't been missing like that, man. He haven't been missing. Like seriously, man. So like,
you look at
it was a real good one. It was like a nice transition into All-Star
Drake
Weekend.
missed every trap he dropped.
And it's like it was nice little transition to All-Star Weekend too. So it was like, you know what? I know All-Star Week's in Atlanta this weekend, so it's like everybody's probably like dropping that.
Yo, yeah, when you brought that up, I'm like,
dropping
that's probably the reason why he dropped, because I mean, Certified Lover Boy was supposed to come out in January. He's, you know, people are waiting on this. He had to put something. He probably felt like he had to put something out, and now it's like a perfect time. You know, put that. You know, put that before the weekend. Yeah, I thought.
And I know that shit probably doing some crazy numbers right now.
You already know.
That Lemon Pepper free, and it's like everybody, like it got the like I said, I told you guys before, like LeBron, KD, a lot of people, big names, is like, yo, you know what, yo, these dudes never miss, and it's like if you look at their track record, you look at the songs they did together, like, yo, these dudes is really going crazy.
Yeah.
Like one of my favorite songs that they did together is like Lord Knows, and like
Lord
they killed
knows,
that,
bro.
They killed that joint, yo, and like and like I said, I know how I feel about Ross, but like I said, Ross is like lyrically like. You could feel his lyrics though, man. Like Ross really talk, man.
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
A fact.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
I want to get your take on that.
Yeah,
next day too, man.
I'll go first before this guy.
Oh, well, my take's gonna be short as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. As I said, I think that this was, you know, he put this out to sort of pacify people until he's able to drop Certified Lover Boy. I wonder what the holdup is with that. But as far as this tape, I love the fact that Drake's been in his rapping bag for the past like while. He's kind of really since Scorpion. Think about Scorpion, right?
Right.
Like, you know, that was 2018, and that was a dope. You know what I'm saying? That was
Oh,
a
you
dope
talking about
double
when
up.
Pusha bodied him?
That was before Scorpion.
Oh, okay.
And,
All right, just making sure.
Shout out to Pusha my guy too.
Yeah, bro.
But you know Drake was injured. I don't know if that really affected it, but like he was hurt.
Yeah,
because he said something about that too.
He had to
Like
get surgery. That's true.
He said something. About
he
that
touched
first
on a
time.
lot on the album. Actually, he touched on a lot. Yeah, that was. It's cool hearing like, you know, Father Drake talk about taking his, picking his kid up, and
a lot of people felt
Homie
that.
sounded like a priest when he said
man.
that. Father Drake.
Father Drake. Word. No, it's cool. It's cool.
He said something about. Not to cut you off. He said, I sent her the child support. She sent me the heart
emoji. Yeah.
You know, he had to send like 150 bands that week.
Word.
Like, yo,
What do you think Drake's child support is, bro? What do you think them
God.
checks? I mean, also, but she lives in France, so legally, I don't even know if he has. Nah, let me chill.
Yo,
No, what do you think?
It is what it
It
is.
is what it is. Exactly.
It is what it is. Yo, but
Exactly.
it's a couple racks though. But the thing about it, man, like, you know, somebody send you a cash app. Say if you was me cash app and $50, like, yo, thanks, Scott. Yo, heart emoji. You think about a couple hundred, like, yo, you know what, yo, the heart joint, appreciate it.
Word.
Damn.
Yeah, nah,
Must
for
be
real,
nice.
man. Like, I'm like, damn.
Yeah, must be nice.
And like, he not even
crazy.
doing nothing wrong, cause like
Yeah.
he taking care of the kid, but you know how the whole situation is. With
Yeah.
females and the whole thing is like, you know what, we going to just, and that's a whole nother conversation. But
Yeah.
they'll probably put you on child support just because, like, you know what, you're not with them. But that's a whole other conversation right there. But
it's cool hearing him, like, you know, talk about it in the way he talks about it. Like,
and I'm not even sure if he's on child support, but
Yeah.
he is, but it's like he's like they know his net worth. He got to send a couple.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, for sure.
Right.
He got to send a couple over.
That's crazy.
For sure. I never got child support, bro.
Yeah, man.
Imagine getting child support from Drake. That's so wild, bro. That's so
That's
wild.
weekly college tuition.
Yeah, man.
Yo, word. A weekly Harvard, like Harvard
He
tuition.
said I probably made a meal before recess.
Word.
Yeah, man. I'm like, yeah.
That's crazy. Fuck that.
Goals, bro. I don't even know why.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. Like front to back, though. I mean, I had to, like, my favorite song on it switched. You know what I'm saying, a few times. Like when I first heard What's Next, I just listened to What's Next like 3 times. And then I went on. I was like, oh, I forgot Lil Baby's on the next joint.
They said Lil Baby ripped him on that track a little bit too. That's what I heard been hearing. Like I said, Lil Baby running the game.
No,
But
yeah.
He was running the game.
Yeah.
But they said it was
Yeah.
it was like a meme I seen. It was like, yo, nobody never bested Drake on the joint. But you know how it's gonna go because it's Drake.
Yeah.
But it was like, yo, they was
Yeah.
like Lil Baby was really talking. Like, yeah. He said he mentioned Drake. I don't know if y'all caught this right. Like I told you I dissect bars. But he was like, yo, it's still YOLO. We still living to the motto.
Yeah.
You know, Drake said that on the song.
Yeah.
He said the motto, the motto
Yeah,
song. I mean,
the
Drake
motto,
said
yeah.
Drake said that like a little bit. I mean, so he's like, if you really double standard, like,
Yeah.
yeah. He said it's still YOLO. We still living to the motto. You only live once on them. I'm really just trying to live, and they like, yeah. So
Nah,
Lil Baby, he burnt that. Lil Baby did his thing on that.
and Lil Baby just dropped a new track, this week? I think it was just, Real As It Gets. He just dropped that.
I gotta tap into that.
Yeah,
Lil Baby's
he
been
dropped the
killing
music
it,
video
bro.
for it and all that. Nah,
Been killing it.
Yeah, the music video I think for that one was like, it was just like B-roll footage from different trips that he's been taking.
Oh, is that the shit with him on the jet ski and on the boat and shit? Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that. I saw that.
Nah, just fly. Shout out Lil Baby, man. We were talking about it before. I caught on to Lil Baby, I guess a little late, but it was with the Street Gossip tape, and he like kind of immediately became like my favorite like new rapper. Yeah. It gave me like real like Lil Wayne vibes, like early Lil Wayne vibes. But like and the sound is obviously very different, but it's like the feeling that I got from it was like Lil Wayne circa Carter 2.
It was reminiscent.
Yeah.
Just like that feeling of like, oh no, he's hungry,
Right.
he's got it, he knows how good he is, and he's about to take it over right now. You know what I mean?
I've been watching a lot of his interviews too. Like he's
Yeah.
really mature, man. He's a
Very,
real young mature. Yeah,
very.
he's real mature, man.
Well, he's
You
one
can
of these
tell.
guys who was rich before music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, he kind of became a man, became a boss before he even stepped into the music game. Yeah.
Yeah, and to be honest, I heard he didn't even want to rap.
Nah.
To be honest, somebody told him like, yo, get out the streets, man. Like, yo, we gonna do this for you. Then he's like, yeah, but like I said, I've been following his story a lot. Like I said, 'cause I got onto him late too. I'm like, oh, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, Lil Baby the
Yeah,
truth, man.
well, shout out to Lil Baby.
But yeah, man. I mean, bro, such a pleasure having you
Yeah.
on, brother.
Yeah,
I
thank
really,
you for
really
coming.
appreciate having you on, man. This has been really dope. This has
Yeah,
been really
nah,
dope.
nah.
Yeah.
Steve, you got anything that you
Absolutely.
want to add, bro?
Yeah, no, just thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you. I
nah,
appreciate it. Keep up all the good work you're
y'all,
doing.
Man. I appreciate y'all for sure. Like I said, I had to do it. I know this ain't gonna be the last time.
No,
Mm-hmm.
no.
I come up. Like I said, we gonna definitely tap in for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
So and let everybody that's listening, everybody that's watching, let them know where they can find out more about Clarity and everything
so
that you're doing.
you guys can follow Clarity_CV on Instagram, ClarityCV.com as well.
Fire.
Just tap in. Like I said, we're doing a lot of things for the community. Have a lot of like I said, Apparel. Like I said, we just have it's a lot of big things coming up for it. Like I said, like I said, I'm big on the team effort. Like I said, so if you guys want to get involved, tap in. Like I said, because I don't like taking credit for like I said, I don't take credit for all this stuff. It's a
Right.
team as well. It's a team. It's a team. Like I said, I know I made a post the other day. Like I said, I know when I see Clarity, I see me. But like I said, it's a whole team effort. Like I said, you guys part of the team too. If you guys didn't know, like I said, you guys shot me out.
Hey,
You guys,
Yeah.
gladly.
Absolutely.
I said, repost everything. So like I said, y'all part of the team too. Like I said, like anything, like I said, you reached out to me the other day. Anything like you guys could do to make the thing better, like the transition better, we down for that for sure. So like I said, we definitely gonna build in 2021. Let's get it. Clarity.
Absolutely,
Intent.
man.
Let's get it.
Absolutely, man. Well, bro, appreciate you. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Everybody for tuning in. It's Ill Intent Podcast. Your boy Scott Paul, and we'll be back. Love.
Yes, sir.